Albert Einstein, one of the greatest thinkers of our time, once said, "Everyone's a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will go its entire life thinking it is stupid." I'm happy to be here to talk to you today about someone whose guidance and advice had significant repercussions on my life, my grandmother. From a young age, spending time with my grandmother was always a joy, but it was also an experience worth remembering. Many people have had external source of motivation in their lives that they look to in times of sorrow, grief, despair, or confusion. And I'm excited to be here today to give you insight into the impact my grandmother's had on my life. My grandmother contracted polio at a young age, restricting her mobility severely. She has spent every single day since without the luxury of walking. But that did not stop her from finding alternate paths in her pursuit of happiness. She found someone she loved, something she loved to do, and a philosophy that emphasized finding your personal niche in life. I think that Einstein's quote is relevant to her outlook on life because my grandmother is the kind of person that has never doubted an individual based on their abilities. She only sees potential. Her influence took a larger part in my life during my high school years when grades, sports, and other higher life priorities took kind of priority in my life. She's the kind of person that never told me what to do, only what I'm good at. And how I could take these skills and develop them into real life skills and develop them into a career. If she read a persuasive paper that I wrote trying to sell an idea or any kind of thing, I automatically became the world's greatest salesman. Or if I argued extensively over something that I genuinely cared about, I was the greatest lawyer of all time. She always proved to me that no talent, however too small, is too insignificant to pursue. She's my role model in so many ways, but particularly for her perseverance. Working at a hospital for most of her life, she chose to dedicate herself to others from a young age. I emulate these traits and try to allow them to reflect in my life daily, in my own work ethic and my efforts in college. By studying her moral and ethical compass, I hope I can continue to share with others the benevolence in her method. Next time you're struggling, are confused about where life is taking you, I implore you to consider a few questions that my grandmother has driven me to ask for the majority of my adult life. What are you good at? Where can it take you? What makes you truly happy? According to my grandmother, everyone has a certain place, a certain position, or even a certain destiny that they're supposed to uphold. Everyone has something that can carry them to where they want to be. I hope today that I have adequately related my grandmother's experiences and values to you. But more than that, I hope they can take you somewhere you want to be. If you ever believe that your abilities are limited by intelligence or experience, just take a huge step back and remember that you are a genius.